So, here's a not so fun fact. This video right here is a reshoot because I had accidentally deleted the original file. So we're just gonna do this again, and now I'm stuck with more knowledge because the original one actually has a lot of inconsistencies. Yeah, so let us start the tech talk. So, first news. Lenovo has a brand new laptop and it has 5G, and no, it is not the ThinkPad X1 Fold, although I actually kind of do like that one. It's pretty insane. This is the new Lenovo Yoga 5G, and it's actually a little bit different than your standard Intel or AMD powered laptop. Instead, this one has a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip inside. Yeah, a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip. Although this isn't your usual mobile ARM processor. No, this is the Snapdragon 8CX, a processor that has appeared in laptops like Samsung's Galaxy Book S. Now, originally I thought that the 8CX was just another ARM processor. It's not going to be performing just as well as Intel's or AMD's, but boy, was I wrong. It is actually pretty freaking nuts. It has dual 4K monitor support and extreme multitasking. There's a video right here, and if you take a look at it, it actually performs a whole lot better than other ARM powered laptops, so that's pretty nice. I mean, Intel and AMD should probably up their game right about this point, but of course we can't have the 5G part without talking about the 5G modem, the Qualcomm X50, which allows the laptop to support both millimeter wave and sub-6 GHz networks. So, what do I think about this laptop? It's okay. I mean, it looks pretty ordinary. Although I will give kudos to Lenovo for bringing 5G to a more consumer market. Although I am not sure if anybody will actually get this laptop, since the starting price is $1,500. What? It's kind of a no deal for me, honestly, because for that price you can get something that's a little bit more capable. A Lenovo ThinkPad T490 costs just under that. And not only do you have an Intel Core i7, but you also get like a pretty awesome keyboard to go along with it, and performance that's just quite on par as the Yoga 5G. But I am gonna give kudos to that. It's pretty powerful, especially for an ARM-powered laptop. Let's see if we can get some of the newer laptops, possibly even the Surface Pro, to run the 8CX and, you know, be just an absolute beast of a mobile PC. Next news. Last episode we talked about the Nokia 9.2 that Nokia is apparently working on and is maybe sort of planning a Mobile World Congress release. I'm not sure, but that's not the only thing Nokia is talking about, as eVileaks had shared 2 photos of a mystery Nokia phone codenamed Captain America. I guess I can understand why Nokia decided to codename it Captain America, because if you look at the leaked photos, the camera bump kinda does sorta look like Captain America's shield. If Captain America's shield had like 4 gigantic bullet holes in it, and the star was replaced with a Tic Tac. Like most 2019 Nokia phones launched by HMD Global. Also, by the way, I kinda made a mistake in the last video. I called HMD Global HMD Mobile, so oops. The quote-unquote Captain America has a dewdrop display and a bottom chin with Nokia branding. I kinda expected the dewdrop to be phased out, especially now that, you know, people have already figured out how to integrate the camera into the display itself. With the dewdrop display, I believe there's one phone company that has managed to hide the camera right underneath the display. Oh, and we can't forget Oppo and Vivo with their insane motorized camera jiggle-doodles. Actually, we will talk about them in a bit. But yeah, according to Unbox.ph, the website that I'm taking this from, they're speculating that this is the new Nokia 5.2. And if it is true, Then it may have a 6.2-inch display, a Snapdragon 632, a 3500 mAh battery, 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, and a price of $180. That's pretty great, especially for a mid-range phone. HMD Mobile is really upping their game now in terms of how they make their phones in comparison to the previous phones that they did. But yeah, also it's been rumored to be slated for a March 4 release, so let's wait for a couple more months before we can actually get to see one of these things. Or maybe Mobile World Congress too, because that's always where the new phones come out. So alright, okie dokie, next. Sorry. Next news. It's actually pretty freaking sad. You guys remember BlackBerry? They were the absolute king of the smartphone world, especially with the Curve, the Pearl, and all the other weird, QWERTY, keyboarded smartphone thingy. But then Apple drops their new iPhone, and everybody just went, wait, what's a BlackBerry again? A couple of years ago, back in 2016, they partnered up with TCL to design some phones. It went okay, that's all I can say. Although one phone, I think that was the Key 1, I think, that one had a bit of a small build quality issue. But other than that, some of their phones are actually pretty cool. They have Android in them, and they also have BlackBerry's security built inside. But now, BlackBerry has announced that they will be ending their partnership with TCL come August 31st. According to GSM Arena, the company has announced that its partnership with TCL will come to an end on August 31st. After that, TCL will no longer have the rights to design, make, and sell BlackBerry branded devices. So yeah, it's pretty sad. That's the end of an era. I guess BlackBerry is a whole lot more comfortable making security software for other companies as compared to making their own phones. It's kind of like Sega, really. They're losing ground on one thing. They decided to just completely get rid of that, and now they're right back up. And I think that's what BlackBerry is doing too. If BlackBerry will return, maybe with a new partner, then cool, I guess. More BlackBerry phones to come. But with this, yeah, it's pretty much the end of an era. So, I'll give one gigantic F to BlackBerry. Once the king of smartphones, now it's just a shell of its old past. Last news of this retook tech talk. The big four Chinese smartphone brands, Huawei, Vivo, Oppo, and Xiaomi, are teaming up to create a Play Store alternative. Wait. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? So, according to Unbox.ph and by proxy Reuters, I think that's how it's pronounced, Reuters, I don't know. While Huawei is working on developing its own Play Store alternative with the App Gallery, Oppo, Vivo, and Xiaomi are joining with Huawei to create a platform where developers outside of China can upload their apps to their respective app stores. The four brands are reportedly making the team up possible through a group called the Global Developer Service Alliance, or GDSA. According to those who know about the alliance, the platform covers not just apps, but also music and movies for the overseas market. This is some interesting news, because as you may know, in China, Google is blocked. That means that you can't get Google Play services on your Android device in China. But now the big four Chinese smartphone brands are creating a platform where people can finally get their apps officially, and not just some shady website that has like tons upon tons of ads. Trust me, I've been to some of those websites. But I do have my doubts, because I remember Samsung once tried to create their own app store. Who remembers Samsung apps? If you don't remember Samsung apps, that means you haven't used it, and that means that Samsung apps is a total failure. Samsung apps did not do well, and Samsung decided to just, completely shove that to the side and just make the Play Store their only store, kind of. But now with this new alliance, I'm not sure if anybody's going to use it, especially if, say, I have an Oppo phone with that new app store. That phone is also going to have Google Play installed. So yeah, it's going to be another Samsung app situation where nobody is going to freaking use it. But if these companies decide, okay, maybe what if we just get rid of Google because they're kind of bad, then maybe they will have some kind of foothold on that market. The GDSA plans to launch this March but might get delayed due to the coronavirus outbreak. On its initial rollout, the GDSA is set to cover 9 regions that include India, Indonesia, and Russia. There's even a website for the coming up alliance. All 4 companies refuse to comment on the matter. Same goes with Google. Let's just see how well this App Store does. I do still have my doubts, but let's just leave it at that. And so that ends it for this week's Tech Talk. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like if you want to. I don't mind if you don't. And if you guys want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys again next time. This has been Ronald Ryan, signing out for the 2nd time. Why did I change the file to MP3? That's the only thing I hate about my Nokia. It doesn't record in MP4, it records in MP3GP. I'm gonna stop rambling now.